Hey Virgo, this is Star. We're getting ready to do your whole story reading for October. For those of you who don't know, the whole story reading is a reading in which we go through the entire deck, including a clarifying deck. So let's begin here with the shuffling so we can get started for you, Virgo. Let's see what the messages are for Virgos, October 2020. This is a general reading, so some of the messages may resonate, others may not. Sometimes the entire messages or the entire reading will resonate. Feel free to check your sun, moon, rising. Alrighty, there's that. Whoops. Oh. Okay, Virgo. What do we have for you? Let's see. Well, first card, the King of Pentacles. All right. So bear with me while I get all the cards out. Okay, Virgo, let's get started with you. Okay, so I'm getting a sense here that I feel as though some part of your life, now this could be referring to your career, or it can actually refer to just like your home life, perhaps physically where you're living even, but home in general, home possessions, that kind of thing. I'm feeling as though things have been very perhaps stagnant. I don't feel like stagnant is the right word, though. It's just there's been like a routine. Maybe you feel like you're stuck in a rut. Maybe you feel like you need a change, but there's an area of your life that has been very how should I say, it just, you just know what's happening. You just know what's going to happen each day. Like I said, kind of routine and humdrum. And there is a part of you here that I feel as though you're ready to pursue new ideas. There's a part of you on an individual level, right? So I kind of feel as though there's other people around you. So this could be family. But the people around you are very content with the way that things are. But I'm getting the sense that you are not complacent. There is a part of you that likes to be in your comfort zone, but I'm sensing here that you're just wanting something new. You're wanting to pursue something new, but you are being held back by what others think or what others feel. You're definitely taking that very much into consideration, but I do feel as though you are ready for a new cycle in your life, something new. And yeah, you see we have the King of Swords with the Ace of Wands. So you have this idea, and you're wanting to make some sort of decision to have a new beginning. But I'm getting the feeling that the people around you aren't really on board. This is not something that other people want, and I feel as though you may have been planning for some time, kind of in silence. I almost said secret, but I don't really feel like it's secret. It's not like you're trying to be sneaky or anything like that. It's just that you know you're going to be encountered with challenges by others. You're going to be challenged by other people, and you don't want anyone to kind of stand in the way of your plans, whatever those may be. Now, I do feel as though these plans that you've had, you have been waiting and waiting and waiting for the right time to execute this. And I feel as though the right time is now, or that's how you're seeing it. Yeah, that's how you're feeling it. You want a change to happen because there is a part of you that is living unfulfilled, emotionally unfulfilled, right? So I do feel as though you are ready to confront somebody, perhaps that you're in a relationship with. You're ready to make your point, to stand up for your beliefs, for your desires. You're ready to fight for something, and you're letting other people know. I feel like this is around the time in October, perhaps. This reading is for October, but the reason I say that is because just because I'm reading this as your October reading, it doesn't necessarily mean that everything that I say is going to take place in October. So it's a little bit confusing, because a lot of people will listen to the message and say, oh, that doesn't resonate with me at all. It's not really necessarily the case. It very well may be that in November, in December, everybody's different, so this may hit your energy at a different time, for each of you. And so this may manifest in a couple of months. But we're going to read it as if it were in November for sure. But I feel as though whatever it is that you've been holding back, you're ready to express and say, listen, I'm ready for something new because I'm not happy how things, how life is going at the moment. You don't feel successful perhaps, or you don't feel, like I said, completely fulfilled in some area of your life. Now, I do feel for a lot of you, this may have to do with career, your finances. For others of you, I really feel like there's something major that you're keeping from your family, from the people who you are closest to, who you have a very, very emotional connections with. I feel like you finally have gotten the strength to pursue your desires, to look for progress, or to allow for progress to happen. I do feel as though you're having a lot of concerns with how other people are going to be perceiving you, or how you're going to be judged by others, right? I feel as though you already know, or this is really just, I'm getting the sense that this is like in your mind, in your mindset, not necessarily that it's not true, but it's like how you think others are going to react. Now, for some of you, that may be very much the case. For others of you, maybe not. And we may see that later on. But I feel as though whatever action or idea that you have, whatever this new endeavor is, this new cycle that you want to begin, you do feel like you're going to be encountered with like rejection of those ideas, and very much with conflict. And this is conflict with other people. Like I said, other people around you. Could be family, could be co-workers, if this is having to do with more of a career sort of endeavor. I'm just really picking up on, the choices that you're making. You're very concerned that other people are not going to be in agreement with that, with whatever this is. But whatever this is, you have been thinking about this, you've been doing the research, you've really been doing the work, and I feel like, this is not like an impulsive move that you're making. I do feel that this may be, for some of you, you may be having to leave a situation, or perhaps move, but it is somehow affecting those around you. And again, I'm seeing like disappointment with regards to those around you because of because of the plans that you have, the goals, the endeavors that you want to, and look, this has been slow in coming. This Knight of Pentacles with the World in reverse, this is that new cycle that you want to begin, but it's been slow in coming, and I feel like the reason is because, like a true Virgo, there you are. Like a true Virgo, you've been doing your work, you've been, doing your research, making sure that you dot all the I's and cross all the T's, and you're getting to that point where you have the confidence to say, you know what, I am ready. I'm ready to do this. I've been waiting. I've been very patient, patiently waiting, planning out, formulating some sort of strategy to move forward. Now, I'm kind of getting here, let me see. Yeah, I just feel as though, I don't know, I get this overwhelming feeling. You maybe think that people are going to look at you in a different way, or they're just not going to, they're going to maybe feel that they cannot count on you anymore, that you won't be around. For some of you, like, you won't be around, or maybe you're moving, maybe you need to move for this. For some of you, this could be even like a study, some sort of course that you want to take or you need to take, but it can involve like being away from the people who you are very close to. Whatever the case is, this is what has been holding you back, this fear of being rejected for what it is that you want to do, you see. The Hierophant in this deck is called the Messenger, and it's clarified with the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups in reverse. So I am getting like a very strong family vibe here. So yeah, this is like, for some of you, this may go against the norm. So I'm getting a whole slew of different scenarios. Now, one thing, and I usually don't pick up on this, but I am picking up on it today. I kind of feel as though for some of you, this may even be in like coming out, as far as like your sexuality. I feel like this is something that some of you may have been holding in and not wanting to express who you really are. And I feel like you're getting the courage to do so. Obviously, it won't be for the majority of you, but I am picking that up as one of the scenarios here. But it can be a whole different, different scenarios happening here. But basically, it's like a new way of life, a new way of doing things, something new, some kind of new endeavor that you have been wanting, waiting for, and you're ready to execute, but you are very anxious about how other people are going to take this. Let's see. Yeah, because I feel as though you're tired of keeping something inside, of not being able to share with people who you typically, would feel very comfortable around. You are tired of sharing that. And so now I feel as though you're taking the control back, and you're just going to go full force. But right now it has been a secret, and it's actually been a secret that some of you have been guarding very closely. Yeah. Also here, Eight of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups. So again, this is like working towards walking away from a situation, working towards, turning your back on something, or just progressing to something. Because after the Eight of Cups is the Nine of Cups, and we saw the Nine of Cups appear in the reverse. So this is you being unhappy or unsatisfied, unfulfilled. So you are working towards changing that situation. And this involves a major decision. Again, major decision, Justice card, with regards to a new beginning, a new start. Again, the Lovers, major decision, head over heart decision. There's a part of you who wants this. I think 100% of you wants this, actually. But there are reservations because of, potentially how other people are going to make you feel. And so I do feel as though this Queen of Swords right here in the middle, being in the reverse, it's like your heart and your soul really feels that this is right and this is what you need to do, what you want to do. But logically, or something, in your mind is what's holding you back. And it's all of these anxieties, these worries, these fears, all of these thoughts that keep you up at night is what has been holding you back, and why this has taken so long with that Temperance card to execute on these ideas that you have. Whatever this is for you personally, because obviously we're doing a general reading here, so I'm just doing the best I can to pick up on different scenarios. But yeah, that's what I'm getting here, Virgo. So you are on the brink of something new that you've been desiring for a very long time. It's just other people's opinions is what is holding you back. So let's see what else we have for you, Virgo. Okay. We started the other spread out with the King of Pentacles. Now we're starting here with the Queen of Pentacles, which is pretty interesting. All right. Oh, wow. Very powerful cards here in the second row. We have the Death card in reverse, Revolution, which is the Tower card in this deck, and Judgment, right? One after the other. So yeah, a very powerful change is in the midst for you. But again, Seven of Swords, Eight of Wands in reverse right under it. I actually just feel, again, I'm picking this up, especially with the Hermit card, which is your card being here in the reverse. I'm picking this up as you being frustrated at having to keep secrets, or to not being able to share with regards to the changes that you want to manifest in your life. I feel actually a lot of guilt on your part. There's a guilt here because this is something that you're doing for you, for yourself, for your sense of triumph, victory, for your sense of just personal success and fulfillment. And so there's a certain level of guilt that you may be putting others or making others feel uncomfortable in one way or another for the sake of you pursuing these desires. Don't be so hard on yourself, okay? We all deserve to pursue our dreams, whatever they may be, or to just live as who we are. And that's what unconditional love is all about. And sometimes we have to be brave and just let ourselves be, and let ourselves fly, and explore even ourselves, because sometimes we repress so much of who we are for the sake of others that we don't get to know ourselves in the way that we need to. And so sometimes these are opportunities that serve to kind of show us who really in our lives is willing to extend unconditional love. And sometimes, when we see who is not really on our side, or doesn't know how to give us unconditional love, unfortunately, sometimes we have to cut those people off, or we decide to cut those people off so that we create space in our lives for other people who do know how to love us in the way that we would like, or we want, or we deserve, is what I should say. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I just pick up very strongly that this has been something that's really been bothering you. You've been carrying the burden of these secrets, of these plans that you haven't been able to share. Now, for some of you, I do pick it up as a burden, that you're carrying pretty heavy in your heart. For others of you, it may very well be that you have been, it's like you don't want to say it because you don't want to jinx it. Okay, that type of thing. So not as dramatic. Maybe just you just want to play it safe. Okay, let's see. Yeah, look at you. Queen of Pentacles with the Fool. Basically, this is what we've been talking about, is having that new beginning. You are wanting, you are working towards some sort of new beginning. Knight of Wands, yeah. Okay, so this is, you absolutely desire this. This is really what you want to do. You want to take a chance. You want to take a leap of faith on whatever it is that you have in mind, these plans that you have. But the reason for you not taking action, that Knight of Wands in reverse, not taking action, is because you want to prevent either breaking somebody's heart, disappointing someone, having someone judge you harshly. And you also may actually be afraid, for others of you, it may not have anything to do with that. It may be that you are afraid of failure. And that's why you have been afraid to take that leap of faith, and you've taken so long to, you know, plan everything. And it's so typical of Virgos, I have to say. It's kind of funny because it's like, no, let me just, I'll take, you know, more time to just plan it all out, make sure I have every single detail in order, because I don't want to fail, because then I'll be a disappointment to others. Then it'll be like, oh, look at what you did now. Now we're all affected because of you, that type of thing. So you're being very careful. Yeah, okay. You're trying to control this situation. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, let me see. You're being very careful how you present this creative endeavor, or whatever it is that you're working on or that you're wanting to pursue, how you present this to others. But I do feel as though there's a certain level of, in some cases it may actually be manipulation, but not a whole lot here. So like I said, for a few of you that may be the case. But I feel as though, you know, I really have to say that this need to be validated, this need to be accepted, this need, it's actually crossed the line for a lot of you to be an insecurity that has held you back. And I suspect it's not just in this particular scenario. I feel as though this is something that has held you back in life. This need to always have others accept you, or have others be in agreement with you, or, you know, you get my drift. I do feel like this has caused you to miss out on some opportunities in your life in the past. And even in some cases, it has caused you to be even deceptive without there really even being a reason to be deceptive. And yeah, look, we have the Six of Cups with the Knight of Wands in reverse. So in the past, you have been held back by, yes, other people's, it's like you take it to the extreme, though, how other people feel about you, what other people think about you, your image. There's always a healthy amount, a healthy level of that in all of us, but I do feel for some of you that has crossed the line and it has become a burden to you. And I feel like that is what is crumbling down right now. So this may be, I don't know, I feel like some of you may be going through some Chiron. Chiron may be having like a strong transit perhaps in your birth chart, and you might want to look that up, because I'm kind of sensing that. And if so, then perfect, because if that's the case, then, you know, you're it's like you have a wound that is being reopened, right? Or you're being put in a situation where you have to face this wounding. There's a reason. There's always a reason why we have certain insecurities. And I feel like You have reached a time in your life where you have to face these insecurities and make a decision. Are you going to succumb? And the reason I'm pointing over here is because that's what I'm seeing this devil energy as. Are you going to succumb to this energy again and go through the cycle over again where you miss out on yet another opportunity to be happy or to feel fulfilled? Or are you going to choose you and just be brave and face whatever it is that you have to face, even if it is failure? Because failure isn't really failure. It's really in our minds. Failure is just an opportunity to learn something that we didn't know before, otherwise we wouldn't have failed. And so you just get up and you try again. And that's what life is all about. It's just a series of opportunities to better ourselves. Look at that. The Tower card with the Star card. So yes, in order to have a chance at your wishes, your dreams coming true, and healing, because this is about healing. I do feel this has to do with a Chiron transit for many of you. So wounds may be reopened so that you can heal them. And it may be very kind of a painful or destructive process for some of you. For others of you, it's just going to be something that's really just going to shake up your world, shake up the world of everybody around you, whoever is affected around you. But this is something that needs to happen for you to have this new beginning, this new way of thinking, this new way of communicating, expressing yourself with others, and this new way of living in your truth, especially. And really, this is going to benefit you immensely. I mean, I can't even express how big this can be for you. This can be absolutely life-changing, because when you're no longer tied to these energies, when you're no longer tied to caring about what other people think of you. I mean, obviously, to a certain extent that may be healthy, but most of us go overboard on that. And we sacrifice our own happiness sometimes, and that's when you've crossed the line. And I do feel like that line has been crossed. Okay, you see, Five of Pentacles, the Tower. So yes, there may be a moment here where things are going to feel very chaotic, and you may feel like you're all alone in this. And for a moment you may be, because initially, the Tower energy is very much like a shock. It kind of catches you off guard. It's not something that you're ever prepared for. And with this Judgment, like I said, this feels very powerful. Whatever's going on here, it is very powerful. And so it may come as a shock, whatever this rebirth, this new Virgo. I feel like you are showing who you really are to the world right now, in whatever capacity this is, but it has to do with change. Two of Pentacles. You're not going to be resisting this change anymore, because you've done so for long enough, Virgo. It's time. Well, isn't that interesting? Eight of Wands in reverse with the Eight of Wands, clarifying it. Yeah, I'm just getting here like resisting speaking or saying something that needs to be said. And I feel it's been long enough, and now the universe is bringing along this Tower moment to kind of help you along, because you've been taking your sweet time, quite frankly, and it's time, Virgo. Yeah, it's time. You see, Four of Swords in reverse. So this is about, Four of Swords is about like just kind of thinking about things, maybe planning them, taking a rest, taking a break. No, now we have to get up and get moving. You've been held back and just thinking all in your head. Should I do this? Should I not do this? Well, it's time. It's time. Chariot card. It's time to move along. Six of Pentacles. It's time to move along, because I do feel, Six of Pentacles is about balance, harmony, reciprocation. So it's almost as though there's a big part of yourself that you haven't shared with others, and I feel like that is what is crumbling down, and it's a result of that head over heart decision that we talked about, right, with the Lovers card. It is going to be the end, but not necessarily like a bad end. It's just the end of how things used to be. how you used to be. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. So Nine of Pentacles with the Two of Wands, I feel as though, you know, you are standing in your power. You are embracing who you are as an individual, not just who you are within the collective. And by the collective, I don't just mean the collective as in the entire universe as a people or, you know, whatnot. I kind of mean as a collective, like a family collective or a society, you know, like your own little circle. I feel as though you are standing in your power to be who you are, to show who you are as an individual. And this was very much, could have been an issue for some of you to embrace that in the past. So yeah, you see Magician card in reverse. So this was not being manifested because you weren't ready, but this judgment, this moment has or is arriving pretty soon here, perhaps in the month of October. So yeah, Six of Wands, this path that may be uncomfortable, this is taking you out of your comfort zone. This is opening up old wounds so that you are able to heal this. But we're doing this for this new beginning, Six of Wands, that will lead you to victory, to happiness, to feeling. I mean, look how beautiful this card is. It's like she's got the sun in her face and it feels so warm and inviting. And it feels like paradise, really, when you look at it. And I just feel this is you with the sun in your face. You know, the sun is all about the self. I feel this is you feeling comfortable in your own skin, finally feeling happy and proud of who you are as a person. And this is absolutely self-love with the Ace of Cups, this new beginning of loving this part of yourself that may have been hidden for so long because you were challenged with the fact of having to present the side of yourself to others. How gorgeous is that? King of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. This is only making you better each day, stronger, better, more respected, and with this sense of accomplishment and authority. Yeah, you've waited long enough. Ten of Wands, the Magician in reverse. This is something that has been building up. It had to happen. You just needed to work on the confidence to make that decision to move forward. And as I say, the confidence, we have the Strength card there with the King of Cups. So it's very much about, you know, I feel maturity, you know, building maturity in your emotions. Yeah. Okay. Ten of Cups in reverse, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see. Two of Cups and so I feel this again, I'm kind of getting the vibe here. This is having to do, again, very much a family vibe. There's there's a strong burden here. Somebody's feeling very burdened by this fear of what their family is going to think or what they're going to say, or just general frustration from family. I feel there's a lot of pressure. Yeah, okay. So that's what's, you know, delayed this major decision. But with the Knight of Swords there, like the time is now. It's coming. Yeah, you see, so Ace of Swords in reverse with the Nine of Cups. I feel as though you have been repressing your own desires, your own happiness. You've sacrificed your own happiness. And again, I have to say that's very typical of Virgos. Virgos tend to be like a martyr, you know, so you have been sacrificing your own happiness and satisfaction for the sake of others. And that's very noble, but it's just not fair. You know, I think people who really love you are going to be happy, and you have to believe that. And if that's not the case, then maybe you need to change your circle, because people who truly love you will find happiness in knowing that you are happy. Seven of Pentacles with the Hierophant. See, again, so Seven of Pentacles is about waiting, giving something time, building up to something, working up to something. And again, I get the sense that the reason being is because of society, rules, unwritten rules, ideologies, religion, whatever it is, this is something that has been a burden to you. Yeah, it's definitely connected to the past, how you were raised, your morals, your ideals. Five of Wands in reverse with Temperance. Let me see here. Yeah. So this also involved a process that had to do with divine timing as well. There was a specific timing of these events and how they were going to take place. Because again, I feel as though the main purpose of this whole situation is to facilitate a healing within you, a healing of an old wound. And the wound has to do with your confidence, your sense of self-worth, and knowing that it's not just the people around you who deserve to be satisfied and happy, but you also deserve that. And so I feel that it took some time for you to get to this point where you are right now, or where you're going to be soon, to where you see that, I have to just go through with this. This is what I'm meant to do. This is what I'm meant to step into. And you will get to that point where the fears will subside eventually. Okay, but I do feel that fear basically has been what has held you back, and a lack of self-confidence. Okay, let's finish this up, Virgo. All right. Okay. So I can't ignore this. The very last card is the Three of Pentacles with the High Priestess. So again, Three of Pentacles is about teamwork, how you interact with others and whatnot. There is some type of revelation that is happening here, that you're letting other people know, other people around you. So again, this could be co-workers, this could be anybody, this could be family members, whoever it is that you have around you. There's some sort of revelation, a secret that's coming out, and I feel like it's coming out from you. Again, I see here with the Strength card and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, this has been a long time coming, because you had to work up the courage to be able to do this. Because I think, and I would be remiss not to say this, but I do feel as though there are some relationships in your life that you may need to just walk away from. Okay. Now, having said that, because we have the Three of Swords and the Devil there, I do feel as though you had some toxic situations around you. People who, not necessarily that they wanted to do you harm, but their way of thinking or their way of being was not conducive to your own well-being, okay, to your own self-image. There's a very repressive energy here, and even though this truth that is coming out. This revelation may bring about some disappointment or some heartbreak, even in some cases here. It needs to be done, Virgo. For your own good, it needs to be done, because what you're moving on from, it was not serving you. This was a way of living that was, there's only but so much that you can take as far as living in a repressed state. And that's what I feel was happening here. And it was out of fear of being hurt, out of being rejected, being shunned. But that is all about to change. Now, there may be some painful moments here, some disappointment that you will see that certain people may not be on your side. Okay, but it's okay. It's okay. Just let those situations go. Let those people move out of your life if that is how it needs to happen, because you're just opening up space for you to find your tribe, so to speak, the people who share in your way of thinking and help you to grow as a person, as opposed to repressing who you really are. And so that's what I feel you're moving away from, and you're creating, by making these decisions, you are creating your new reality in however you see fit. But you do need to have that courage to confront the people around you and tell them, or express yourself and show who you truly are. Okay, so actually very powerful energy here. One of the most powerful readings that I've done so far through all the signs. So yeah, so let's get a couple of oracle cards for you as just last messages here for Virgo, October 2020. We got a lot of messages here. Okay, let's see. Start here. You know what to do. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Yeah, don't procrastinate anymore. This has been a long time coming, Virgo, and you deserve it. Clear cognizance. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you, as they are answered prayers. So again, listening to your own inner knowledge, your own inner voice. Peace. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Creative writing. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal, or pen an article or book. So it seems as though you have been perhaps receiving messages from Spirit. And I feel like they're trying to guide you, but you have to be willing to listen. So that's pretty powerful there. Okay, so we have outdoors. Go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new and creative ideas. Indigo and crystal children. You have a bond with children in particular. You can help children who are sensitive. Sensitivity. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. And overcoming difficulties. The worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. So yeah, like I said, you have been very challenged in the past in either accepting a truth or just allowing yourself to be yourself around others. But I feel as though your intuition is absolutely very strong, and there's something that you need to listen to that your higher self is trying to tell you. Again, there's a lot of cards about sensitivity, cognizance, that type of thing. So many of you can have pretty strong intuition, psychic abilities even. And I feel as though these messages that you are able to receive are trying to guide you on your journey through all of these challenges. But the worst seems to now be over. You are coming to, that point where you're getting ready to cross, to a better time in your life, if you have the courage to face that. If you don't, then basically you're just going to continue on in the same cycle. You're going to just do another cycle until you get to another point in which we are right now, and the universe says, okay, are you ready now? And so it's up to you. But I do feel that you're ready, Virgo. So at the end of the day, it is up to you. Okay, well, I hope that you enjoyed your reading, and I will see you again soon. Bye, Virgo.